both of these two finalists are going to go on to our World Championships at Gen Con 2015 in this fall, this summer actually, because Gen Con's earlier this year, is going to be the World Championships, and both these two teams qualify for it. Both the champion and the finalists are moving on.
That'll be exciting. I hope to see both teams there.
They will be. I assume they will be. So far, all the teams that we've had in our previous tournaments have all RSVP'd and told us that they will be at Gen Con, and I really hope that continues to be the case, because the teams that are winning these tournaments are all awesome. They're cool. They're doing cool things. They're trying new and exciting things, and I really want to see these two make it because these are the first two teams that have been the underdog teams that have made their way up. Something Clever is playing strong, dominant strategies, and they are making clever choices.
And who doesn't love an underdog?
Yeah, absolutely. Whereas Spin the Dragon, Spin to the Dragon is the underdog's underdog for this one. But, like we've said, they're good teams, and we've seen them do good things. We've seen them do good things with Citizen Dawn. We've seen them do good things with Ambuscade, and I want to see more. So, hopefully we should have more on that soon. They're currently getting the table reset, so pretty soon here we're going to go take a look at that. Do you have a wish list for this one?
I would like to see Spin the Dragon go back to their Ambuscade play, because I think it was really strong. Like their strengths in that last match were all that big Ambuscade turn. He can set you up for good swing turns.
All right. Well, let's take a look and see how it goes. So it's time for the coin toss.
Baron Blade banned.
And Citizen Dawn banned.
No, Citizen Dawn picked.
Oh, Citizen Dawn picked. Tachyon and Baron Blade.
I thought Tachyon would see.
See so Tachyon and Baron Blade are banned, and then they picked Citizen Dawn. So they've covered the Citizen Dawn strategy by picking her up.
They've taken Citizen Dawn away from Something
Clever.
And
I'm surprised that Something Clever banned Baron Blade, because that means that they're like, well, but you didn't play Baron Blade that well, but we're going to make sure you don't do it again.
Something Clever took Unity.
And so that's Shane there. Shane just picked up the Wraith, and we've seen some great things from Shane with the Wraith. And the Operative.
See some play.
Yeah,
I would
the Operative.
Now, Something Clever is taking Unity, and I said this at the beginning of the stream, I would love to see Ambuscade here as the counter for Unity.
Oh,
here we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the Wraith, Citizen Dawn, and
this
Ambuscade.
Is a great
this is a great
counterplay.
team. And we have now, for Something Clever, Unity. Oh, they're deciding. They asked to look at the cards. So Something Clever is asked to look at the cards so they can figure out which character they want specifically to counter this strategy.
Spin the Dragon right now, I think, has some really good counterplays to both Unity and possibly the Operative as well.
It's true. And Legacy's a great pick. They're putting in Legacy for their third, and that is a fantastic choice.
Yeah.
These are great teams. I'm really excited about these choices.
This is exciting.
Yeah. Ambuscade versus Unity, awesome, great. The Operative versus Citizen Dawn, fantastic. The Wraith versus Legacy, like, this is a fantastic lineup. This is exactly what I want to see out of the draft. These teams have now come back, and here we go. So the player that played Baron Blade and we had those troubles last game, the Wraith is a character that he gets.
He is very familiar with.
Yeah, he had some errors with her early on in the tournament, and that's what sent him to the secondary bracket. But now they're back into the finals with a character that he has learned, he's gotten his chops on, and he knows how to use her.
We'll see if Something Clever regrets their decision to not ban the Wraith
after
this.
Right, I want to see Spin the Dragon win this round because I want this to go to 3. I don't necessarily care as much who wins the tournament, but I want to see this to go to all 3 rounds because both of these terms deserve it.
And I'll tell you what, it's going to be a little difficult with the Operative for Something Clever right now because
That's true.
The Operative was really strong for Something Clever last night to get them into the finals.
Yep, that's true. But they've got Citizen Dawn, they've got Ambuscade. I'm excited.
Oh, they are putting Operative in the far back. The melee character. I don't know if I would do this.
Oh, yeah, I would have put Wraith back there. I would have put Citizen Dawn in the up position, and I would have put Operative in the down middle. And I don't mind their setup. Well, you know what? I would have switched Operative. I would have switched Operative and Unity for sure.
I would put Legacy in the back for sure.
Nah, I'd leave Legacy up front so he can do those flying smashes if need be. But Unity in the back, mind you, Unity in the back means Ambuscade having a good time. But
well, I think they want to, with the Wraith on the other side, I think they want to shoo Unity down into cover just as quickly as possible.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Cover's a good spot for her. It won't save her though. from Ambuscade.
No, it won't, which is why I love Ambuscade as the
You know,
counterplay here.
honestly, I would love to see the bombs away strategy out of Ambuscade this time, which is the cloaking device and the explosives. Because at this point, you put down your explosives, you cloak away, and then you come back where Unity is. Bombs away is a perfect opener here.
You know what would be really interesting if Ambuscade used his bombs to kind of cover the tracks that lead to cover?
Yeah, that's a great choice.
Make it so that Unity has to step through explosives to even get to cover. Don't let it have that option.
So Ambuscade is actually acting after Unity. So the Wraith is going first, then Legacy, then Citizen Dawn, then Unity, then Ambuscade, and then the Operative.
I think I would have put Ambuscade as first turn there.
I would have put Ambuscade as first turn. I would have put I would have put Legacy last for something clever, but I also would have played Legacy with the full-on defensive play.
Oh, especially with the Operative and Unity being super aggressive kind of characters.
And honestly, with Unity, I would give Champion Bot to the Operative. Have Champion Bot follow Operative around so that Operative, she could make 10 die attacks.
You can't do the other team dirty like that.
That's what I'd do.
Operative with Champion Bot?
So nice.
That's rough.
Especially if you can then get a few points of damage on Operatives. So Operatives getting the 2 extra attack dice. There's a Mr. Chomps on the table. Mr. Chomps is right there. He's getting ready to attack. Guys, I have some concerns. There's a Mr. Chomps on the table. There's a Mr. Chomps here. There's more Mr. Chomps everywhere.
Oh, no.
He's everywhere. Ah! What are you going to do? Oh.
He eats everything.
He does eat everything. Oh, no, God. Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus. Oh. We are literally getting pelted with Mr. Chomps in the booth here. It's a terrifying
cute, right?
time.
I like them. No, you need to sit at the table and play your Legacy, sir.
All right. So now that I've been hit in the face with the flying Mr. Chomps, who is not optimized for flight, I will say, it is the Wraith's turn, and here we go. The Wraith's got targeted computer and throwing knives.
I feel like I'm trying X right now.
Citizen Dawn has Luminous Leadership and Return with the Dawn. Ambuscade has Cloaking Device and Explosive Launcher. Legacy has Galvanize and Inspiring Presence.
Of course.
The Operative has Hidden Blade Strike and Kasurigama. And Unity has Champion Bot and Swift Bot. This is
all very standard openings. I would really like to see Reconfigure with Swift Bot, but Champion Bot works just as well with both Legacy and
I think that
Operative.
Champion Bot for the Operative makes me happy.
I am not disappointed. Looks like they're going Citizen Hammer and Anvil.
Hammer and Anvil. So we have got some strategies here. This is a lot like what we saw out of the Spin the Dragon's first strategy, although we've got Ambuscade, which I think is a great choice for them. I have so many good feelings about everything. At this point, either one of these teams, they've both earned their kudos. The Wraith runs down to the edge, but not into the woods. I'm fascinated by this.
Does he want...
That's great.
You know what I'd like?
Oh my gosh, if he's throwing knives... Both the Champion Bot at this point. That's a great Champion Bot explosion.
Oh yeah, it is. I would almost rather see an AIM throwing knives here, but she might want to take a dodge afterwards.
I mean, at this point, it shouldn't matter too much because the Wraith has an AIM from targeting computer.
She has a targeting computer.
Right.
Oh wow. Oh, this
so
is
who's she aiming
huge.
at? Oh, that's why. She wanted to be in Dawn's line of sight to get the +1 from the Luminous Leadership.
What a great strategy.
So Unity took a 4-6 attack, so she takes 3 damage. So he took 3 damage to Unity right off the bat.
Wow. Huge.
All right, and 6-4-2-3 going against Swift Bot. Oh, no. So SwiftBot actually 6-1-5. All right, so SwiftBot's got a couple of points of damage on her, and Unity's down to 1 hit point. Oh, and SwiftBot blows up.
SwiftBot only has 2 health.
Right. So that...
Oh, it could blow up Unity right off the bat.
Right.
First turn.
Both Unity and Champion Bot, and they can choose to defend in either order.
Oh, wow.
Hopefully Unity defends first. We'll see. Because if Champion Bot defends first and then dies, 6.
Oh, that's
so 5-5-4-1.
That's a good explosion.
So 5-5-1.
5-5-1. Who's going to defend against it versus
Unity.
Unity?
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
because
good,
if Champion
smart
Bot,
play.
yeah. And that is an incapacitation.
Wow, first turn, first character in cap before something clever even has a turn.
Well, Spin the Dragon. It seems like you certainly have spun the dragon.
You know what?
No.
I said this could be a possibility, but I think something clever is really regretting not banning Wraith at the moment.
Well, yeah, and it's really funny that at this point, if they regret banning Wraith, I mean, this is a new game.
Wraith, the new meta.
Yeah, right.
Well, I think this map really promotes a really strong Wraith as well, because there's just so much open space. There's not a lot to block line of sight.
A snapshot micromissile bunker and usual stuff Wraith is what's good.
Oh, another huge attack. And let's keep in mind
so
that
here,
all the Wraith's
the range for Wraith to Legacy is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 4s and ups will hit Legacy.
And let's keep in mind all her attacks are being increased because she's in line of sight to Dawn.
Oh, and Legacy takes all 4 of that damage.
Woo! Wow.
Spin the Dragon, coming in with the Wraith.
Wow. This is a dominant Wraith.
I expect to see the next game have Wraith and Unity being banned, or Wraith and Tachyon being banned, because Tachyon is something clever's favorite, and Wraith is clearly the favorite to Spin the Dragon.
If something clever loses this game, I guarantee you, they will be banning the Wraith.
Well, let's just see. Or picking her up. They could pick her up.
Oh, they could. If they with the first pick.
They just said they were regretting those Wraith bans.
Well, not one game.
We did not have to play against her when she did that well.
Yeah. What are you guys thinking?
Fantastic.
I mean, those are some strong rolls, too.
I like how the history of this tournament, this team has inspired Wraith bans to this team. Yeah.
Paul brings up a great point. I love how that dynamic has changed from the past tournaments.
I also appreciate that the first game of this didn't even take 40 minutes. Like, it happened in just over 30 minutes. Like, these games this game was much faster than the bulk of what we looked at yesterday.
I mean, both these teams know you got to be aggressive to win, and we have definitely seen that.
All right.
Screw it. Flying. Just get in there and hit her.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. First action, I'm going to.
You need to replace cards,
Yeah,
right?
you gotta power up.
Well, he doesn't have to replace a card.
We know that now.
All right, so Legacy's trying to figure out what he's going to do. Let's see. If I were Legacy, flying smash instead of Galvanize.
Yeah, he looked kind of disappointed by replacing that. Does he know he doesn't have to replace?
He does know. Tachyon doesn't. He's usually the Tachyon player.
5, 6. Yep.
Okay, and I guess we're going to see a Now, he could flying smash
1, 2, 3.
Assistance and Dawn. Or, no, he's too far
No,
away.
he's too far away.
Going to have to go for the Wraith.
All right.
Oh.
And let's go and do this. 5 die.
All right.
Enemies by +1.
I'm surprised he didn't go a little further south, but that's fine.
6 die.
All right. So he knows that he's going down soon because of his hit points, so he's trying to take the Wraith with him. Oh ho!
Wow.
Unfortunately, those 6s go away. And it still is pretty decent. He does take 2 damage. That is 2 damage. That's 2 damage to the Wraith.
2 damage is better than 0
Hey,
damage.
that's great, but unfortunately, wow. That Citizen Dawn is good at the Legacy player is good at rolling 6s, which was good for Tachyon, but not so good for Legacy.
I think Hammer and Anvil here are going to be playing cleanup crew on Legacy with only 2 hit points left.
All right.
So that is turn 3, Citizen Dawn.
Okay, Citizen Dawn, what do you got? That Luminous Leadership has been super helpful for the Wraith.
I'm going to swap out Luminous Leadership.
There it goes.
You know, as much as I hate Stealthbot, I think Stealthbot actually might have been a good choice in this game.
Searing Lance.
All right. So Searing Lance, so Citizen Dawn is going assault wise. Love it. I like her little army there right in front of him. All right, and so Searing Lance is a great attack that has a really good chance of hitting because you get to reroll an auto miss if you do roll one. So the Wraith is likely to go down here.
Or Legacy.
Yes.
I doubt she wants to attack.
Legacy is likely to go down here.
This is just on 6s, right?
Yep. But I re-roll 1 auto miss.
And in fact, no 6s are rolled. So 3-3-3-1 coming at Legacy. Legacy.
It's not the strongest roll, but it still could be enough. Oh,
Legacy blocks out. Well, one damage
damage.
gets through.
And
now she can make her
enough.
basic attack.
Third action.
Radiant Strike here.
Yep.
Yep.
There we go. And ooh.
This is on 3s and 5s.
The 3s and 5s are misses. The 5 goes away. So 6-5-1-1. So Legacy is going to die here. 1-1-3. Okay, so takes 2 damage. Okay, and that exactly because Legacy drops.
Cap Legacy. Spin the Dragon
Yeah.
is fighting furiously.
This is still round
game.
1.
They're like, I'm so angry we lost that last
We are
game.
8
and we're coming
minutes
back
into this
vengeance.
match.
Whew. Wow.
Yeah.
God, it feels like 7.
And now it is.
Citizen Hammer and Truth. So
Yep.
they'll move 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right.
So
sorry.
are they going to ban the Wraith or are they going to ban Citizen Dawn?
Yes, allies.
So
So the good news is that the allies were all of you. Were with them.
You know what?
and
So this is, I was like, why didn't Citizen Dawn do this, the hammer and anvil thing last turn? Oh,
No,
right, this is her first turn.
Here's what I would do. I mean, like, if you're intent on taking Unity, let them take Wraith, and you almost have to go Stealth Bot, or you just saw that Wraith is just going to snipe you.
So Unity's getting back up now. She's picking a power card, which looks like Swiftbot from here, but it's hard for me to see.
It should be Swiftbot.
She rolls a new movement, which is a 5. She's got her Swiftbot. So
Anything but Swiftbot here, I can't imagine.
So Swiftbot jumps in next to her, and
Run to cover would be my first.
okay, so
point
it
forward.
actually runs down here to 6. So she's making an attack first with GoBots, or making a move. And now I'm guessing that.
Probably GoBot again and try to.
Oh, whoa,
down
whoa,
the
whoa!
Wraith.
You're getting attacked by a turret.
Oh yeah, just go in front of them.
Now they can't. Characters can move through each other. The characters do not block movement. So if Swiftbot can move through the Wraith if it wants, but it stops there. My concern is that there is now a bot next to things that don't want to get blown up.
I would rather put a Swiftbot into cover, so
Yeah.
if it does get blown up with like a reconfigure or something, it could hit Wraith and Dawn.
Right.
I think
Yep.
the positioning could have been a little better.
I would have put it in the cover as well. All right, and then we're attacking again.
Instead of putting Unity in
Unity's
cover-
not running to cover. She's staying out. And so 6-5-1-1.
That's
coming at the
that's
Wraith.
a good roll.
That's pretty decent. The Wraith blocks 2 of it and takes 2 damage, and so she has 1 hit point left. All right, all right. Whew. The question is, can Spin the Dragon get the hat trick here? Can they win this match all in round 1 without taking any incapacitations? Because
Well, let's
that
see.
would be a tournament first.
Let's see what Ambuscade does here.
I'm going to take an aim.
Gonna aim as your first action.
Okay, and that also gives him attack +1. Oh, okay.
Then to be continued.
That dodge is
Yeah,
going to be useless to him
Yeah,
because
the dodge does nothing because he's going to cloak anyway.
To be continued, I'm going to remove Ambuscade from the map. And
Although, what would you do with that second action there?
All right. You turn the marker face down, and now it's turn 6 for the operator.
all right. So
So
skin
Ambuscade
the-
right now is their ace in the hole.
right. I mean, here's the thing: is the question is, if something clever doesn't win by the time Ambuscade has another turn, they lose.
It could
Is what
very well be over.
is what is likely to be the case.
Because Ambuscade, who is he going to attack? He's going to attack Unity with that small health pool.
Yeah, and if I were him, I would switch cloaking device out for the automated hunter, drop in automated hunter for free, explosive, knife.
Yep.
I'm going to sprint.
Okay.
And then I'm going
I think this is one of the fastest time we've ever seen Legacy fall back. Like Legacy dropped like a ton of bricks. It was amazing.
So I get +2 dice. Yep.
Oh, Kasarigama. And so Operative did do the undivided attention thing. So she does roll 2 extra dice against her undivided attention opponent. So Citizen Dawn is the undivided attention opponent of the Operative. So the Operative, whenever she makes attacks against Citizen Dawn herself, she gets 2 extra dice. And so this Kusurigama pull that she's about to do, which would pull her into a turret, is a 5-die attack instead of a 3-die attack. And all the dice have to do is make range. So first off, the dice there, all the auto misses are removed. So none of them had. So all the dice make range.
That is a strong Kasiriyama roll. This could deal some damage and pull her into a
Citizen
turret.
Dawn gets moved into here. Immediately, the turret attacks Citizen Dawn.
So you can roll the turret's attack over there. Just 3 dice, no auto misses.
And so Citizen Dawn has to roll. The ones don't make range, so it's just the 4s, and it blocks it, no problem.
You're blocking, no problem.
Okay, but now Citizen Dawn has to roll defense against the Kasarigama attack.
And you are now next to him, so so 6, 6, 3, 3, 5.
Oh my goodness. Whoa. So the 6-6-5-3 is coming through. That's 4 damage. Citizen Dawn has 1 hit point left.
A
And
Tonfrom Blade could seal
the
this.
operative has 1 more attack. And so he can Tonfrom Blade with a +2 die.
Yeah, I should have used it, but that's fine.
He did have a +1 attack to use, but I
+1
think he's just
defense.
going to Tonfrom Blade it.
Yeah, +1. Oh, sure. Well, so Citizen Dawn does have a defense +1 token, but.
Then you block 1, 1. So you
Oh, so Citizen Dawn has 2 hit points left because he did use that attack, the defense +1 token. But, was that his
What?
full? He's.
Sprinted. Move, sprint.
Oh, he moved sprinted Kasarigama. We don't have the move on the overlay. That did
okay.
never come up, so tabulation there. But there should have been a move, a sprint, and a Kasarigama. So that was the entire turn. No worries.
The operative still did a lot there. I think that was a strong turn for operative.
Surge, she would get aim.
And Wraith's just going to go back in sniper mode here.
All right.
Yep, I'm gonna
So the Wraith
attack operative
is going
and
to.
use aim on both.
Okay, you're going to aim with throwing knives
Say again?
with throwing knives.
We're throwing knives.
So he got an aim for free from the targeting computer and then took an aim
another
action.
aim.
So he's aiming at Unity and at the operative with this attack.
This could be devastating for Unity again.
And now, and this is throwing knives, so there are no auto misses.
All right, so 6, 6, 6.
It's 3 6s against Unity and the operative.
This is going to hurt.
Unity rolls defense, blocks. None of it takes 3 damage. Unity has 1 hit point left. And
So 4 damage? Yeah, 3 damage.
and so the Unity has 1 hit point left, and the operative rolls her defense and blocks 1 of it, so it only takes 2 damage. The operative has 3 hit points left. Honestly,
You want to
if
keep
I were
operative
her,
away
I
from
would.
that beast
If,
mode.
if I were her, I would have not assigned that 6, taken the damage, and being at 2 hit points because that means I'm rolling 5 defense for my next one.
Yep. Yeah,
That-
you could put yourself in beast mode there.
Yeah, if you have an option to get into Dragon Frenzy with 2 hit points instead of 1, do it. Play risky. It works. Look at Tachyon. So 5-5-4 against Unity. If she doesn't block at all, and that is match.
And that is game.
Spin the Dragon.
Spin the Dragon is came back.
Beginning
to
of
tie-
round 2.
To tie this best of 3 up at 1-1. Now it's for all the marbles.
That was a 16-minute match. In 16 minutes, at the top of round 2, turn 1 of round 2, Spin the Dragon shows you why why banning the Wraith has been a thing of this tournament.
Wraith did
Like,
so much work.
in the last 2 tournaments, we've seen the Wraith be useful. We've seen her be helpful. We've seen her doing a lot of slip into shadows and hiding in the woods. But this tournament, we've seen the Wraith just killing. It's been amazing.
Man, if they get the Wraith again, if she's not banned and you pick Unity like against the Wraith,
Yep.
You might want to think about pulling out Stealth Bot. As much as I hate to say it,
Yeah, honestly,
but
I'd rather see
it would have saved her.
Right, I'd rather see go full heavy duty, high defense melee classes that have no problem closing in close to Unity and to Tachyon and saying, "Hey Tachyon," or "Hey the Wraith, I know you want to shoot at range. I know you want to do thing, but I'm right here and I'm gonna cause problems for you."
Yeah.
Because what happens is when you leave the Wraith alone and you let her be by herself. So here's the deal. That match was amazing. That was so fast. That was the fastest match I've ever seen. They're resetting the board right now. Now, since for the first match, we did a coin toss, and then the reverse effect of what was chosen for that was happened for the second match. But because we're going to a third match, we're going to do another coin toss.
Okay,
and
awesome.
then the coin toss will determine who gets first ban and position choice, and then the other team will get
That's
first pick and first play.
Really important coin toss.
It is.
Oh my God!
Okay, so
I cannot speak.
It's been a thrilling day. So here's my question for you. You are sitting at a table. Coin toss happens. You get first ban and choose position, or you get first pick, first play. What do you pick?
First ban.
First ban.
Every single
First
time,
ban.
all day, every day.
Man after my own heart.
Twice on
Why?
Sundays and Thursdays.
Why you get first ban? Because there's a specific reason for me.
Why would I ban first?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I don't want the first play.
That for me, it is
That
less
is like
about the
that's
first
the
ban
top.
and more about I want second play, second draft. I always want second play, second draft.
Because I want to be reactionary against the first play, and I also want the chance to have that first counter pick.
Especially, with the draft. Like if I've got second draft, you draft and you draft Citizen Dawn, I go, okay, cool. I'll pull Operative or I'll pull Omnitron, but I'll pull something to counter your Citizen Dawn. Like when you get your first play, usually people's first pick is their clutch character because they're like, I want to make sure we have this character. I want to make sure we don't lose this character. So they'll pick somebody like this is important to me. It's like, oh, that's important to you. Well, now I know where you live. Like so many people just die for that first play,
I think it's a mistake.
Yeah.
Unless your team has a specific goal in mind, a specific team setup, or a sort of group comp that you think is going to win, and you want to achieve that, then go for that first pick. But I think the first ban is just better.
I agree with you. Yeah. All right, so looks like things are getting pretty set up, but they're still, I think they're taking a quick breather. I don't believe we're going to a break. I believe we're going right into it. And in fact, they are ready. So we're going to the table, and let's do the coin toss and get it right off the bat. All right. It is heads, so Something Clever picks first ban. Oh, first pick. Something Clever took first pick.
No,
So
why?
they banned Baron Blade, not Tachyon. They're banning the Wraith.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, all right.
Well,
so
doesn't that make a lot of sense
The fact
after
they banned
last
the
game?
Wraith means that Spin the Dragon is going to have to do something interesting because the Wraith is their clutch position. Now they're taking first pick, so let's see what they get.
Citizen Dawn or Tachyon are
That's
both
fair.
strong
And whichever
choices.
one they don't take, I feel like the other one will.
Yeah, you can't let them both have Tachyon and
Oh, they
Citizen
take
Dawn.
Tachyon, and we're going to see
Okay.
Citizen Dawn over here, right?
Or I would take Ambuscade.
Citizen Dawn. Yep, there we go.
That's fine. I guess you can't let them have both.
For this meta specifically, that is correct. Unity, okay, good. So Unity and Tachyon. I want to see an Ambuscade over here for Spin the Dragon.
Got to.
Right? Yeah, absolutely. So we've got Ambuscade, Raven Band, Operative, Legacy, Bunker.
Operative is just such a strong counter.
Such a strong card. Yeah. Honestly, Something Clever, I'd love to see them have Legacy with that team.
Omnitron, Proletariat, Missionary. I think Legacy. All right.
No, they took Legacy.
And the Operative. All right, here you go.
Ooh, I can see Legacy being a good denial pick here, and I wonder what Spin the Dragon is going to put for their third pick here.
Oh, you need a pick. I'm sorry. Oh my God. I like the team.
Something
No,
clever.
it's apparently they're just doing a 2v3 battle here. That's great.
Something Clever is really loading up on the melee attacks here.
Okay.
Ambuscade,
so
okay, that
Spin
is
the
a
Dragon,
great
it gets
pick right
Ambuscade, Citizen Dawn, and Legacy. Something Clever gets Unity, the Operative, and Tachyon. This is a melee team with a range character in the background versus a support team and with a character who goes wherever she wants. You can see in the background there, one of our booth helpers is wearing a Mr. Chomps on her head. So you never know what's going on here in the Greater Than Games booth.
I would love to see Spin the Dragon's Legacy player go back to his defensive roots.
Yeah.
I think with Dawn and Ambuscade being very upfront and very pew-pewy, very aggressive, I think it would be a mistake to go into the flying Legacy, go back to token generation, go back to heroic interception, which we haven't seen much of.
Right.
I think could be really strong here, especially in that team comp.
All right, so they're making some decisions about what they're going to do with their powers. They're getting all their stuff here. With this team, pulling all their citizens. I am really excited about this team composition. This for the last round. We've got Citizen Dawn and Legacy. Sure, fine. We've got Tachyon. Great. We've got Unity. Okay. We have the Operative, and we have Ambuscade. This is an exciting final round. I'm really glad it went to 3 of 3. Whoever wins this one is the champion for PAX East 2015, and that is amazing.
Know what I'd like to see out of Dawn? Just like bear with me for a second.
Sure.
Because the Wraith is banned, I would like to see Citizen Autumn. Someone who can throw out debuffs and still attack and debuffs on the operative might be a must.
It might be a must.
Might be a must.
It must be a might.
Yeah, I mean, you can't let operative just go full on at your face without trying to hinder her, or you're going to get torn down.
Yeah. This is certainly whatever happens here.
But Hammer and Anvil have been steady choices.
Yeah.
Truth has been a steady choice. But there are other citizens that have really cool effects.
Both of these teams have done a fantastic job in this tournament. I mean, we keep saying this, but really, I'm so thrilled with both of these teams. And at this point, they are both champions. I am really excited to see how the rest of this goes because with the character selection, the meta of choosing what their characters are, how they're countering different things. I love the discussion there of, well, we've got to take this or that, and when they take the one, we know they're going to get the other. I love that. I love that Something Clever has Tachyon again because they're so good with it. But I also love that they don't have the healing or the defense for Tachyon that she's used to. Tachyon from Something Clever is awesome when she has Dawn to hide behind, especially when Dawn heals her. So this is Tachyon out in the open a little bit. Whereas on the other side, we've got Dawn and Legacy, and they're creating a lot of defense, and Ambuscade's going to go wherever he wants. I want to see I want to see Dawn playing super offensive. I want to see Legacy throwing down some flying smashes. Or being fully defense with Heroic Interception and Danger Sense. But I still have never on the tournament field seen a well-executed Heroic Interception and Danger Sense. And the first team to come up with a clutch team strategy around Heroic Interception and Danger Sense with two mid-range blasters for their offense is going to start just really crushing.
I know this should probably go without saying, but Something Clever with Tachyon, they need to go fast this game. But honestly, they need to come out of the gate with both Operative and Tachyon and just really lay down the hurt as quickly as possible, because it's going to take Ambuscade 2 rounds, 2 full rounds before he can start to do really anything. But it's going to be devastating when he does.
Yep.
Get in the most you can.
And since Ambuscade is playing,
and Ambuscade's going
6,
anchor,
so that means that by round 2, turn 6, if Something Clever isn't winning, they will be losing. That said, Tachyon is turn 5, so she's going to wait until Legacy and Dawn hopefully come forward a little bit before she can run up to them and go crazy. And I'm really excited to see what the Operative's strategy is. So they're ready to go. So Ambuscade's rocking Cloaking Device and Explosive Launcher. Citizen Dawn is running Luminous Leadership and Return it to Dawn. Legacy's got Galvanize and Inspiring Presence, so we've gone back to Token Generation with them.
I think it's going to be great.
Tachyon has the World Stand Still and Unrelenting Momentum. The Operative has Hidden Blade Strike and Kisorigama still, and Unity has Stealth Bot and Swift Bot. So we've got Stealth Bot back again. But look, Stealth Bot's right there in the middle.
There's no more Wraith. You're probably not going to get sniped from across the map.
Yep. I would have gone Champion Bot.
I do not like the Stealth Bot.
Well, let's say Unity's turn is first. She could switch one out.
I would like to see Champion Bot.
Or
reconfigure. Go sprint, Swift Bot all the way to him. Have that bot blow up in their face after attack and switch it to Turret Bot.
Can we see that card?
So yeah, and actually, interestingly enough,
they're going Assault and Battery here.
Citizen Dawn has Assault and Battery. So
this
that's
is great.
We have not seen Assault and Battery hit this table yet. So this is exciting times.
Is there a way we can pull up the Assault and Battery card?
Absolutely. Let's take a look at what Assault and Battery look like. So
here we go.
They have 2 different attacks: a melee attack that excuse me, they don't have an attack, an area attack that hits everything within radius 2, and a range attack that hits harder against melee, but is possible out to extreme range.
They have 2 actions. This is only for this.
And
attack.
they have defense of 3, move of 4, and health of 8.
So I mean, this says that Dawn is really going for the aggression here.
Yeah, well, that's good because she needs to.
The action is for the attack. It's 3 dice and 4, 5, 6.
And I think going with Assault and Battery here, who are stronger, who roll more dice against targets in melee, is really strong against both Tachyon, Operative, Unity's bots.
Yep.
You know what? I may not always go to Assault and Battery off the bat, but I think it's a smart choice here.
So Swiftbot is making it their way all the way up there. And then it's getting in for an attack. Oh, I wish the reconfiguration had been a second card instead of stealth bot.
This is exactly that's exactly what I wanted to see.
Run up there, make your attack, reconfigure into turret bot. That would have been so much stronger.
It's one of the strongest plays in opening unit.
And a 5. Now here's the problem. So Spin the Dragon needs to ignore that robot. Sure, 1 point of damage came through and hit Citizen Dawn, but Spin the Dragon needs to just ignore that Swift bot and move on against their opponents. If they turn and fight it, A, it's going to blow up, B, it's going to waste their time. So let's see what Legacy does.
Not going to swap out any powers.
Okay, so
Surge, Inspiring Presence grants me and...
So Legacy leaves his powers. Inspiring Presence gives attack +1 tokens to all of his teammates, including Assault and Battery.
Which is going to be really important.
Yeah, and then I'm guessing its first action is going to be that Galvanize.
I'm going to take an action. I'm going to Galvanize.
There we go.
Assault battery. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
For
okay.
sure.
Yeah.
Set up that huge swing turn. I was about to say,
Unity,
you can force the other team to take care of assault and battery and waste their time, but I think setting up that huge swing turn at the very end of round 2
absolutely
could be a little bit more important when it's all said and done.
If Something Clever hasn't won by the end of round 2,
they're losing.
They're losing. They haven't lost, but they will be losing because Ambuscade's first turn out of Cloak is going to be terrifying.
All right, there's turn 2. Now turn 3.
Likely coming right out of Cloak, he's going to have at least 3 attack tokens, if not 4, after taking a name when he decloaks.
Yeah.
You're killing someone. You're in-capping someone.
He should be, certainly. The Operative's considering her choices here. Unfortunately, if they're going to stick to the stealth bot strategy and drag this one out,
it's not going to end well for him.
You got line of sight to him.
Where?
A well-placed explosive launcher doesn't care what kind of cover
1,
you're
2, 3.
in.
No, I don't, because he's on 2.
Yeah, he's on
Oh,
2.
shoot. I can't see that.
I've got to get like in here or something to see him, or up here, or over here.
You might just want to hide in the cover.
You might not want to hide in cover.
I mean, here's the thing.
You might
She could
just want to go and
she could
attack
move
somebody.
forward and down just a few spaces. Currently, the Operative has a movement of 6, so she has plenty of movement. She could move 4 spaces down and forward kind of diagonally, be able to see Legacy and pull him into the midfield where everybody else could unload on him.
I hope they don't waste that really strong movement just moving into cover. I would say
Yep.
move up, get into a forward attacking position where you need to be as the Operative.
You've got Kusurigama. You're rocking Kusurigama and your Hidden Blade Strike. Make it happen. So Kusurigama we've seen several times already, or at least a few times already, where
even if you move up, take a dodge or something,
Yeah.
and then maybe Kusurigama, I don't know.
Right. But Hidden Blade Strike also generates hazard spaces so that whenever anybody enters a space adjacent to the Operative, she immediately attacks them for free. So she could move down here. No, one further down. Yes, right there. Right where you just poked. Do that thing you just did. So if they moved right to the place they pointed, then they can Kusurigama, and they'll get a free attack off Hidden Blade Strike. They'll get the free attack from Kusurigama, and then they can make another attack to lay him low.
So
move with Kusurigama and an attack.
I would agree with this. I would say move Operative right there.
Yes.
Maybe take a dodge since you're just out in the open.
No, I don't take a dodge.
You don't take a dodge?
You want to take 3 points of damage.
I'm going to switch Hidden Blade Strike
Oh.
to my attention.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
But hold on.
You have no
Right.
line of sight.
Someone who's got line of sight too. So
Yeah.
Oh, I have to see him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Leave Hidden Blade Strike. Leave Hidden Blade Strike. It's great. Hidden Blade Strike's fantastic.
You were on such a
Hidden
right
Blade
track.
Strike is great. Just
You had it.
Move to that spot.
You had the
Hidden Blade
keys
Strike.
to the Chevrolet in your hand.
Yeah. You just have to make range with the Kusurigama dice.
Oh.
so Hidden Blade Strike comes out, Bitter Spiral comes in.
Oh.
This
Okay.
is.
Yeah. So Bitter Spiral
This
is
is
good because
interesting.
it hits whenever you block, you can then return. So that's a defensive card.
It's still
Yep,
it's
right
still
there.
melee.
Yes,
It's still
for sure.
melee attack that you return.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Legacy, you mean?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He is 5 away from the Operative. So when she makes attack, if she Kusurigamas, she needs to hit. She needs to get a 5 or a 6 or both. But she needs at least a 5 or a 6 to make this work.
Hidden Blade Strike would have been so much better here, I think. But I think she might be.
And she got the 5, so
Nice.
she does pull him close. The 2 is an auto miss, so it goes away.
And you don't
Yeah,
make
that's
a
a
free
fine
attack
place for
there.
him. And so then 5 and a 4 is coming at Legacy. Let's do this.
Wouldn't you really want to see that Hidden Blade Strike now?
I know. Hidden Blade Strike would be perfect. It's a free attack right now. Wow, and he blocks it all, but he's right there.
You're banking on Legacy trying to
And now-
dock you.
Right, and now the Operative sprints away. No, I would have opened up with that Tomfun Blade.
Me too.
You've got to do some damage. I mean, it's good that they pulled Legacy forward so that now the rest of the team can unload on him. But, I mean, at this point, Tachyon can now run down and make silly circles around Legacy. And Tachyon does have a movement of 5, so she's got plenty to get there.
And Legacy is now well within range of Flying Smash in Unity's face,
That's
too.
true.
Like,
that's true. Tachyon's got to take Legacy down. Citizen Dawn is moving up. She moved, she used a dodge, and she's sprinting. So at least she's moving forward. That's good. Now, Assault and Battery get their 2 actions.
Yeah, because if Legacy makes that Flying Smash against Stealth Bot, it's going to blow up.
Oh, yes. Yes, it does. It's nice.
And also take a dodge. And done.
Flip your turn though.
So Tachyon will be up next. It'll be interesting to see what she does, if she's going to push the limits right off the bat or not. That's what I'd like to see.
Okay. All right. All right, sir, or power up.
And it looks like Tachyon does have pushing the limits out and unrelenting momentum. It looks like she's setting up for a huge turn right here.
Roll 10 still for push limits. All right.
Yep. Here we
Okay,
go.
push the limits, of course.
Movement. First action. 1,
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Fine. And now
I'm going to
3 sprinted attacks.
Yep.
Here.
All right.
Sure.
I'm going to Nimble Strike Legacy.
All right.
Now we see it begin.
Good.
Oh.
6-1-1. So Legacy, as long as he rolls a 6, he's fine.
It's not that great.
He
of
rolls a
die
6, so he's
roll.
totally
Now
fine.
it blocked.
And now I imagine sprint and attack again.
Yep.
Yep. 3-4.
3, 4.
3, 4.
And
Blocked.
blocks it all.
Legacy's getting some good rolls here. That's really important.
Match again.
And she's going to get another free Nimble Strike here.
And 3-1. Legacy's going to block
Oh,
that.
Yeah, easily.
And he does.
Got
no
it.
problem. And so now pushing the limits, take a point of damage. So Tachyon is down to 3 out of 4 hit points, but gets a brand new turn, so that's good. So her speed is 4 for this new turn, and at the beginning of the turn, she can switch out a power card.
Pushing the
I
limits
imagine she's going to
is
pick up push
is
limits.
still kind of like it's still kind of risky here because you put no hurting on Legacy that first
Legacy's
turn.
got a good defense.
He's got a great defense
and a lot of health.
And if you don't
Yeah,
in-cap zone
right.
here, you're going to be behind the 8 ball.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot to spend.
Right.
I can ambush. No. You know what? Ambuscade's gonna pop in, kill me anyways. Let's get the kill.
Yep. That's
I
that's
appreciate
fair.
that,
Although
yeah.
he's probably going to kill Unity and not you.
Well, whichever one's an easier target. Potentially both. You can pop in next to one, rocket launcher at one, and stab the
Yeah,
other.
knife the other one.
First action, I'm going to aim.
All right. Aim is your first action.
And
Second action, I'm going to use Unrelenting Moment, or I'm going to Nimble Strike Legacy.
Okay.
I'm going to Lightspeed Barrage it.
oh, we're Lightspeed barraging, even though it's only 4 dice. I probably.
I mean, it's
So now Nimble Strike is action 2.
it is. I mean, you're taking
Three
that point of
fours.
damage for just 4 die instead of
3-4s
3.
coming against Legacy. It's not really worth it. And he blocked. He takes 1. He takes 1.
So I mean, like you trade a life point there for an extra die. I don't see that how that's worth it.
Oh, Lightspeed Barrage again for another Nimble Strike. So another. It's a free life and a Nimble Strike. So Nimble Strike is the next action, which means that you will get to do a 3rd Nimble Strike after this for free. Hey, that's better. 3 5s.
You're still trading.
Oh no,
a
it's
life,
not, and it's not aimed. It's just 5 3 4. And hey, he takes 2 of it.
You're still trading a life
So
point
at
for
this-
like just 1 extra die.
So Legacy
I don't
should
like
be
it.
at 3 hit points now. And he is. And so he gets a free Nimble Strike and 2
Oh,
6s.
2
That's
6s
nice.
and something else.
Roll that die.
Ooh,
That's the best one.
That is.
And Lightspeed Barrage didn't even help with that. And blocks 1 of it, takes 2 damage. Legacy is still up, and Legacy and Tachyon have equal amounts of health left. So Tachyon burned herself down in order to do all that to Legacy. And
When
she
it,
might
when it
tail-
was all said and done at the end of Tachyon's
No,
turn, do
6
you
and
think
1.
that was worth it?
If probably not. If Legacy rolls a 6, then
No.
oh, and you know what? It was a kill. Honestly, I would have done the same thing with Tachyon, but without the Lightspeed Barrages. I would have changed out the Lightspeed Barrage for something else because that didn't do her any favors.
Was that from the free Nimble Strike that she just made? Okay.
Yeah. So she got the free Nimble Strike. It worked out. She took down Legacy, but she has 1 hit point. She could have done the exact same thing without the Lightspeed Barrage. When your movement is 4, it's not time to Lightspeed Barrage because your attack normally rolls 3 dice. 1 more die for a hit point? No. When your movement is 6, absolutely. When your movement is 5, sometimes.
But, Legacy is still dead.
Yeah.
They still got a point. So,
yeah.
I mean, I would agree with you. I don't think it's worth it.
Tachyon and Operative standing next to each other, heck, I wouldn't even cloak with an Ambuscade. I'd run into position and see if I can rocket launch the 2 of them. But instead, he just takes some tokens and gets the heck out.
With a 5 movement, he could.
Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, he could have moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or here. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, he could have rocket launched both Tachyon and the Operative instead. I know he had a strategy and he had his strategy planned out, but honestly, I would have gone for that. I would have gone for that kill. All right, so Unity is leaving out SwiftBot and also adding another bot. Who's it going to be?
Yeah, totally Turpbot because it's in case he comes down next to you.
Oh, he's leaving out.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God, so good.
So it's. So SwiftBot goes away. Okay, okay. And TurretBot's coming out.
Okay. I don't mind this here.
Yeah.
Oh.
The problem is he's just creating some hazard spaces back in there in the backfield.
Quick.
I would have reconfigured. I would have put out reconfiguration, had SwiftBot come in, make some attacks, and then switch it into TurretBot.
If Ambuscade pops back in from stealth,
Yeah.
he would get attacked by TurretBot if he came in one of those spaces.
But it's a 3-die attack, so you're not going to die from it.
That's fair.
It's cute, but it's not a threat. All right.
Bots blowing up are definitely a bigger threat than the TurretBot, I think.
3 4s going against Citizen Dawn.
Ooh, that's a terrible roll.
And Citizen Dawn takes all of it.
Oh.
Citizen Dawn has 1 hit point left.
Well,
Gosh,
maybe I spoke too soon.
A reconfiguration right now would be amazing.
Don't you wish you had it?
So I have 1 more. So same attack.
You get 1 more? Okay. But this one's not aimed, right?
6, 6, 4.
That's another strong attack.
Yeah. Citizen Dawn is likely to fall to this.
Citizen Dawn does have a dodge.
No, 5 by 5, so you take 2 damage.
Oh.
And that is down.
6s,
So that is another
And that is
incapacitated.
another
Something clever.
clever.
Something clever took that lesson from their Spin the Dragon fight, their second fight there, and said, okay, like you said, we got to go fast.
Yep. And they did.
Yep.
Okay. All right. And then you could remove it.
Ambuscade's really going to have to do work at the end of this round to try and tie this up. That'll be a huge deciding turn. If something clever is smart, they will not bunch up together.
All right, let's see. I'm going to play.
That is a messy health pool Legacy.
Yeah. All right, so
Get your stuff in order.
what is Legacy going to do to turn this around? They know at the end of this round, Ambuscade can get a couple of kills. So if Legacy or Citizen Dawn can get at least 1 kill before then, they'd be in good shape.
If Legacy can
Okay,
go,
so Legacy's up with Surge of Strength.
I'm going to take 2 attack plus 1 tokens.
He's got 2 actions left. Heck, if I were him, I'd aim well.
I would rather go after Operative here. I don't want to kill Tachyon.
Exactly. You want to try, but you want
Because
to.
Tachyon's going to go before
But the problem is
Ambuscade.
you have to drop Operative, or you're in huge trouble.
That's what I said.
Against
Tachyon.
But you don't want to drop Tachyon
Oh, he's
because she's
doing it,
coming
though.
right before Ambuscade.
Okay, so a 3 and a
she
5
can come
going
up
in.
and have full health
That's
to
true.
push limits.
But so a 3 and a 5 is going at Tachyon, and Tachyon blocks it
Blocks.
all. I'm surprised he didn't use those attack plus 1 tokens. He's got an action left. I guess he's going to dodge.
What's Legacy's
Or maybe
other card?
move?
He only has 1 out.
He just got up from being incapacitated.
Oh, that's
I'm going to sprint.
good call.
He's going to sprint to the woods. Okay, that's fine. All right, so I'm afraid that sort of this lack of aggression here in the late game is gonna cinch it. Spin the Dragon is, I'm afraid, going down before Ambuscade's turn. because the operative now can just follow Legacy. She doesn't have line of sight to him, so she can't declare him her special target. But
You don't want to sight, so you can't mark him. He's the
I
only
know.
target you have right now. So.
Yeah. I'm going to take out Kusarigama for...
Oh.
Make sure to get away from
Strikes on
They told me to start coming
for
in.
strikes
Strikes
unending.
unyielding, yep.
Strikes unending.
And unending?
Yes, strikes unending.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I'm going to consider this.
My bad.
That's okay. And so now she could sprint down and just swing away.
She
at
won't really
Legacy.
yield either, though.
I'll do what I can.
There you go. So strikes unending, it just means that her Tonfam Blade base attack she can do over and over and over again.
So I'm going to do
This is bad news for Legacy here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that good enough for you?
Fantastic.
All right.
And I think this is smart because they're not bunching up for
Right.
for that huge ambuscade play.
Tom Fun Blade. I don't want to aim it, right?
No, Tonfam Blade twice.
Yeah. If
Here
you,
we go.
if you aim here, the strikes on ending is kind of meaningless.
Blade. On Legacy.
All right, so 5-3-3 for Legacy.
It's a decent roll.
Legacy blocks one of it,
One of
takes
it?
2 damage. Man, Operative wish she had some hit points of damage on her right now.
Oh yeah.
And now she's rolling again. Gets 5-3-3-1 against Legacy. Legacy's going to take at least 1 point of damage off of this. And in fact, 5-3-3-1, she takes 2 damage off of this. So Legacy's down, only 2 hit points left.
That is my turn.
And that, yep. Well, that was a fine turn from the Operative. We showed,
yeah.
I mean, that's the thing is when she swings at something, she damages it.
Citizen Dawn's turn.
Now,
You're back up.
Tachyon is still going to go after Citizen Dawn has her turn.
Well,
She might be able to clean up Legacy here before Ambuscade has his chance to
yeah,
make that
and the
swing
thing
turn.
is, with Tachyon, I wouldn't, if I were Citizen Dawn, I wouldn't knock out Tachyon, because then, sure, you get a knockout, but what'll happen is Tachyon will stand up and use pushing the limits to take 2 full turns.
Yeah, you-
Whereas right
you
now,
can't allow
Tachyon
that.
cannot push the limits, she cannot Lightspeed Barrage.
Yeah, you just can't allow
And
it.
she's playing Return with the Dawn to put out Assault and Battery again.
I don't like Assault and Batter here.
You know, it's fine. I personally probably would have put out Blinding Blast instead.
Blinding Blast?
Yeah, or something
May-
else maybe.
maybe-
Searing Lance.
Searing Lance?
Strike.
Nope.
Oh, sorry.
So, getting her health back, her first action is to move.
Would you even consider maybe like Spring to try and
Sure,
take,
even
take
Spring.
Legacy out of like this like dangerous position he's
Maybe
at?
Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Oh, I love me some Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
There we go.
6-6.
The Citizen's also really good.
6-6 and 2.
6-6-2.
But Tachyon's thrilled about this. She takes 2 damage. That's 1 incapacitation for Spin the Dragon. And even though they have 1 point on the board,
They're-
this is going to spell doom for them.
They are going to regret that decision.
Okay, yes.
This gives Tachyon 2 free turns
Yep.
to down Legacy with only 2 hit points.
And we've seen her do it before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I get one more action?
What's she going to do
Now,
for the
what
last
what could they do to protect Legacy here?
The
Do they
problem
have
is-
any? Do they have any options available?
No,
to
and the thing is, the overkill was able to push Tachyon 1, but that push is not far enough.
No.
At this point, she can take her whole turn sprinting.
Okay, now Citizen Assault and Battery.
Oh, that's true. Assault and Battery could try to get into blocking position, but instead,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're going to hit Legacy there too.
So you're going to get shot twice by turns because you move into 2 turn spaces.
or it could, well, hold on, go, put him back where he was. He totally could have moved through Legacy,
Yes, you can get shot once by a turn.
but he could have totally moved through Legacy to stand in the other wood position and not get shot at all. But whatever.
All right.
Well, I mean, they're not in a very dominant position.
Oh, well,
here.
they're not going to, they take no damage, so it doesn't matter. But still, I think that
Legacy's
I think
going to
that-
have. Legacy needs the most epic rolls he has ever had in his life to get away
That would do it.
unscathed from Tachyon's turn.
That would do
or
it.
Spin the Dragons is going to fall, and something clever will take this championship.
I think that is highly likely at this point, but it's still not a sure thing. It's likely, though.
So,
Qs are gone.
4-4-5-5.
That's a good one. The problem is it won't kill her. And she blocks 1 of it, so she takes exactly 3 damage, and that puts her, and she gets to respond with Bitter Spiral.
To each adjacent enemy.
Oh, and this Bitter
Oh,
Spiral could
no.
end up killing Legacy.
That is amazing.
Oh, that's ooh.
So he only has to
Oh,
roll
man.
1 die, though. It's a 6.
That goes against Legacy and
Assault and Battery. So Assault and Battery and Legacy are both taking an attack with a 6. I mean, if this Legacy doesn't block it, Tachyon can just stand up next to her and sucker punch her to death.
This Sucker Punch will be game.
Yep. That's it. That's game. Like, unless Tachyon makes a huge tactical error, that is game.
And and we've already seen them use Sucker Punch to end the first game.
Yeah. So it's Tachyon's turn. She stands back up. She adds 1 power card.
And it will be Sucker Punch, right?
Finish it.
Right?
I'm playing Sucker Punch.
There we go.
That's game.
Sprint to attack.
Boom. And that is game.
And
That is an
that's game.
incapacitating
Something
legacy.
clever.
Something clever. A beautiful victory. They did still lose 1 target, so Spin the Dragon wasn't without teeth, but Something Clever proved their dominant strategy. That was fantastic. Oh my gosh, what a match, what a final
Oh man,
round.
that was really exciting.
It
And
was.
Props to Something Clever for
It was.
working for losing early in the tournament and working their way up and really just laying the hurt on their opponents.
We're going to be back in just a minute with a quick interview of the champions, and so we'll see you there. Thank you so much for joining us. Fantastic finals.
Stick around.